All right, SoundHound. So today 10% down, 7.1, basically 7.10. That's where it's trading. $7 is the support. So here's what I'm watching for the stock. So this is let's switch to hourly chart so you guys can see everything. So this is what I was watching for the past 4 or 5 trading sessions. The big red flag for me was right here. Well, I told about that. Going into that, well, I was excited about 10, 12, 18, 16, right? You can go back, watch the videos where I was covering it right there, right then. This was the big red flag. Ever since it hasn't seen these levels. Why? Well, look at the price action of that call that came in for March 15th, $6 in the money call that tried to squeeze the stock. It did squeeze it, but not during market hours, after market. As soon as market opens, they dump it. Notional value, I don't know about but they spent $10 million to pump it. And they dumped it, walked away with 15 or something like that. Ever since stock hasn't seen those levels. That was the big red flag. Another red flag, well, insiders. I'm not saying, like somebody was arguing about the insiders. It doesn't matter the amount, okay? I'm not arguing about the quantity of the shares being sold. What matters is when I have come from a penny stock world. If you guys remember Tim Sykes from 2016-15, yeah, that's when I started trading. It is a big red flag when you see insiders collectively, all doesn't matter dollar amount, okay? If they keep selling as soon as stock pops, well, who knows about the business better than those people who are running the business? Come on, guys. A lot of people just fall into stories. I don't know why, but, well, I don't want to get into that, but levels, what I was watching. So clearly right here, you can see lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower lows, lower lows, lower lows. And today, if it closes anywhere below 760, we still have in an hour another low, lower low. Okay, $7 is your support, but it can slowly bleed all the way down to $5, maybe even $4. Just like Big Bear. These two, Big Bear, came down off the earnings, but it will be forgotten just like this. You can argue about me about anything in the comments, no problem. But when it comes to price actions, you could clearly tell that they were trying to manipulate that squeeze so they could sell. Every time those sells came in, insiders, they sold it on top. The reason why I don't like buying from insiders on top is I just don't want to pay the exiting price. So whatever they're selling at, they sold millions. Go to ACC, website and take a look at their sells. They cashed out at all these levels. Okay, so $7 is your lifeline at this point. If it goes lower, I'm gonna be watching 569 somewhere around here on hourly chart, but $5, 480, 486. That's my level, and then below I'm gonna be watching this breakout level of $4.08. These are the support levels I will be watching from here. If you pull up the 200-day moving average and 50-day moving average, that's where those levels are right now. And if we take a look at the ultra short-term indicators, 5-day moving average doing absolutely nothing, right? 20-day moving average 669. So that's another level I'm going to be watching as a possible support. But for me, this name, it's in a downtrend right here, right now. And I don't think that there's going to be any squeeze. I'm not going to even look at the shorts. I know it's highly shorted, and probably there's a reason why it's highly shorted. Market capitalization right here, right now for SoundHound is 2.17 billion. So 91 million shares traded so far. Volume has been declining as well. Another thing I forgot to mention. So I'm not, again, these videos are just purely, just stick to your guns and come back later and just learn. That's what it is for, because I go back to my videos that I basically talk about and I learn myself as well, things that I forget about what I was mentioning every time I was covering something. So if I'm wrong, yeah, come back, learn where I was wrong, why I was wrong, but it's not about being right or wrong at all. I just want to make money, and rule number one, just like Warren Buffett says, don't lose money. Rule number two, look at rule number one. So that's the video, SoundHound. See you in the next one.